Meet Hannah and Daniel Neilman, the seemingly idyllic couple behind Ballerina farm. Nestled in the countryside, their picturesque farmhouse exudes charm straight out of the 1800s, mirroring the timeless aesthetic of the Neilman family themselves. But here's the catch. While their online presence paints a picture-perfect portrait of rustic farm life, complete with baking bread and hand-milking cows, there's a glaring omission from their narrative. Hannah and Daniel are billionaires. Yep, you heard that right. Daniel's family fortune stems from the founding of JetBlue Airlines, which operates over 1,000 flights daily and serves 100 domestic and international network destinations in the Americas and Europe, and he's set to inherit that empire. Now, I'm not here to throw shade at the Neilman family. Frankly, who really cares? But it's hard to ignore the fact that they're not exactly forthcoming about their wealth in their videos. Instead, they seem to be co-opting poverty as an aesthetic, a sort of romanticized version of farm life that conveniently leaves out their hefty bank accounts. Let's be real, poverty in today's world isn't about quaint bread-baking sessions or leisurely cow-milking outings. It's a harsh reality for millions of people characterized by struggle and hardship. But here's the thing, the Neilmans aren't the first or the last wealthy individuals to treat poverty like a trendy fashion statement. It's a phenomenon that's been around for ages, a symptom of a larger cultural trend that's all too common in today's society. Billionaires may not lead lives that resemble those of the average person, but it's oddly essential for them to maintain that illusion. They're going to great lengths to convince the people and public that they're just like everyone else, driving regular cars, dining at ordinary restaurants, and living in modest homes. But why the effort? Enter the era of flex culture, where flaunting wealth is no longer as cool as it once was. Instead, these individuals are embracing what we might call poverty peacocking. By loudly broadcasting their indifference to their wealth and insisting that it hasn't changed them, they're bolstering their personal brand and the image of any companies they're associated with. It's a savvy move in today's social landscape where authenticity and reliability reign supreme. Humble CEOs are becoming the latest trends in the corporate world. Gone are the days of tailored suits and flashy displays of wealth. Now the heads of the world's biggest companies are often seen donning hoodies and turtlenecks. And it's not just a fashion statement. Investors are eating it up. By publicly eschewing extravagant luxuries, business leaders are sending a powerful message. They prioritize frugality and sound financial management in running their companies. This shift in attitude resonates well with investors who appreciate the idea of leaders who are down to earth and financially responsible. It's a smart move that not only enhances their personal image, but also boosts confidence in the companies they lead. Take the now coveted Sam Bankman Fried, who was living up in the Bahamas, swimming in billions of dollars of customer funds. He and his partners cruised around in sleek sports cars, straight out of the Crypt Bros playbook. But here's the twist. They eventually sold those fancy rides, realizing it didn't quite match the wholesome image that they were peddling to customers and investors. It's like they were playing a game of smoke and mirrors, carefully curating their public persona, while their internal affairs were as messy as a badly trimmed haircut. Why? Because they knew that portraying themselves as humble, down-to-earth geniuses would reel in folks searching for a trustworthy place to stash their cash. Turns out Bankman Fried and his crew were nothing but a bunch of charlatans. But hey, putting on a folksy facade is just par for the course among top business bigwigs. And here's the evidence. In a study carried out by the National Bureau of Economic Research back in 2012, it was revealed that CEOs and CFOs who splurged on their personal expenses were often linked to instances of insider fraud. What's more, these same individuals tended to advocate for equity-based incentives to boost their own earnings. It's a clear case of monkey see, monkey do, with extravagant behavior at top of paving the way for unethical practices further down the corporate ladder. The research distinguished between executives who were personally frugal and those who flaunted their wealth by examining purchases like luxury cars exceeding $75,000 or boats larger than 25 feet. However, rather than genuinely embracing frugality, many billionaires and executives opted to deceive others about their lifestyle choices. Take Warren Buffett, for instance, who may own a beat-up car but predominantly travels in a fleet of Suburbans accompanied by a security team. Similarly, Mark Zuckerberg's signature grey shirts are custom-made by Brunello Cucinelli, and Elon Musk, while renting a modest home near the SpaceX factory, spends most of his time in a sprawling 8,000 square foot mansion valued at $1 million. Despite their penchant for luxury, these individuals often project an image of simplicity. While they are entitled to their indulgences, there are still two significant reasons driving their efforts to appear ordinary. The second reason why ultra-wealthy individuals strive to maintain a facade of normalcy is because it serves as a highly effective sales strategy. Relatability sells. Savvy billionaires understand that projecting an image of relatability can enhance their company's appeal to the public. Take Warren Buffett, for example. A recent article in the New York Post highlighted a supposedly overheard conversation between Buffett's wife and others at the Allen & Company Sun Valley Conference, where she lamented the high cost of a $4 cup of coffee. This anecdote was picked up by various publications, including Business Insider, under the title, "Warren just became even more relatable for a billionaire." But let's be real here. No one at that conference would casually leak such a personal conversation to the press. The story made headlines because it served a purpose: to reinforce Buffett's image of frugality, which is often credited with the success of his investment company. In essence, Buffett, like Trump with his steaks and O'Leary with his eccentric pants, is selling a carefully crafted image. For Buffett, portraying himself as a penny pincher is a far more compelling narrative than the mundane details of billionaires chatting behind closed doors. It's no wonder that the only information that seems to leak from these exclusive gatherings is the exorbitant price of the coffee. Even the billionaires shelling out big bucks for PR teams to paint them as relatable still inadvertently harm many people's finances by perpetuating a damaging narrative in personal finance that everyone's financial woes stem from overspending. The fabrications about their modest cars, humble homes, and average lifestyles only serve to shame individuals for indulging in small luxuries. After all, if Warren Buffett drives an old car, why should you aspire to own a new one? The practice of wealthy individuals portraying themselves as common folk is nothing new. Take Marie Antoinette, the last queen of France before the French Revolution, for example. Renowned for her immense wealth, she indulged in an opulent lifestyle. During her reign, she constructed what became known as the Hameau de la Reine, or the Queen's Hamlet, a quaint village built in her backyard. The village mimicked the appearance of a typical peasant settlement, complete with farm animals like goats, cows, and sheep. While the queen resided in one of the cottages, the others housed the actual workers of the farm. Legend has it that Marie Antoinette, feeling overwhelmed by the demands of royalty, would escape to her farm. There she would change into peasant attire, a simple muslin dress, and engage in activities like milking cows, tending to gardens, and playing with animals. After a few days of living as if she were poor, she would return to her regal lifestyle. While historians debate the veracity of the story, its persistence suggests a degree of plausibility. It aligns with the perception of tasteless, out-of-touch behavior often associated with the wealthy, much like what we see today. In a more current context, we have examples like Kim Kardashian's recent photo shoot where she dressed as a milkmaid, a parallel to the tales of Marie Antoinette. Similarly, luxury brand Balenciaga sparked controversy by selling dirty shoes with holes for exorbitant prices, while retail giant Urban Outfitters has described their aesthetic as upscale homeless. All of these instances just show a certain level of absurdity between the wealthy elite and the realities faced by everyday people. Well, that's it for today. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for regular updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.